So why so long? I don't know. Maybe I just didn't see anything I liked. I wasn't ready for the commitment. What's going on, everybody? It's Paul on the run. Like the title of the video says, why so long to buy these particular items on my bike? This month, November, is going on 4 years since I purchased my bike. So I have a 2019 Harley-Davidson Road Glide Special that I bought in November of 2018. And ever since day one, I've been wanting to get rid of the mirrors that the stock Harley-Davidsons come with. But I just couldn't find anything that I liked right at the moment or anything that I wanted to commit to. And I just kind of fell off the radar. You know, I would search on the internet. I would look at photos of other people's motorcycles. I felt like some mirrors were just too aggressive while others were just too hokey looking. Didn't fit the style of my bike, and granted, I know my bike isn't unique. There's probably 100,000 road glides just like it on the road right now, but in my head I couldn't find anything that I felt fit the style or that would at least flow with it. Now, I'm not saying that the Harley-Davidson mirrors here are a buzzkill on the overall aesthetics and design of the bike. They're a little short. They don't come out as enough or as wide as I think they should. And you know, the other day I was looking at it, and it's probably kind of hard to tell in this video, but the finish is starting to wear out, man. It's starting to, I could see like some rusting behind this black finish that they put on here. That's not cool, Harley-Davidson. So whatever, man. I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole. But we did buy some mirrors. I did find some mirrors, and they're the Kuryakyn Phantom Mirrors in gloss black. I finally came to a reasonable midway point where I can put some mirrors on that I like. And I mean, they weren't exactly cheap, but they weren't exactly that expensive either. I feel like they have a nice enough aggressive look that when I put them on the bike, it's not going to be like, you know, the showstopper of it. It's just going to add to the overall aesthetics of the whole bike. This isn't really an install video, but much more like just take a look at it, see if you like them for your bike, as well as take the bike down the road and see just how much better they are or worse than the stock mirrors. So let's just see how that goes. Real quick, I also bought some saddlebag latches. That's something else I've also just have been not thinking about doing, and finally I said, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and do it too. So I got these Kuryakyn quick draw saddlebag latch handles. I kind of like the style of these, man, and I took them out of the box already, and they got a nice heavy weight to them. So anyways, we're gonna install this and the mirrors, and then we'll come back and talk about each one of those. So here's a little before. You see the mirrors. You know, it's kind of hard with all that clutter in the background. That's before. Check us out. All right, let's see what happens. wide. I can see way past my shoulders. So yeah, so far I like them. I think they look pretty good, right? You can see from this angle, you can see my mirrors clearly past me. Nice, they're still at a good height. I like them. I gotta turn my head a little bit more, but hey, it's not a problem. Let's move on to the next thing. I won't spend too much time on these. Everybody knows what these looks like. Just little chrome pieces. Okay, let's put it on. Right off the bat, I could tell you guys, I'm really digging the way these mirrors look. And like I said earlier, they're nice and wide, man. I mean, they go real wide out. So I think that's just gonna give you a better field of view. Comparing them to the Harley-Davidson mirror, they are a little bit smaller. Maybe like 10% smaller overall in terms of the actual mirror surface area. But outside of that, because they're so wide, I think that's an upgrade. They don't stick up as high. So if you're looking for that more profile look, it's definitely doing it for me. I only have a 9-inch shield from Long Ride Shields, but my mirrors aren't going above that. So it doesn't make them look like they're two antennas sticking way up high. So far, I like them. I think the next test is let's go get on the road and let's talk about them while we're riding. Let's see, I need to adjust my right mirror. That's a little better. Let's do this. Now we're going to do a little road test on these mirrors, and we're just going to see how it feels, you know, compared to what stock was. And like I said, I could tell you they're much wider. And one thing too that I'd like to note on it is that despite them being a little bit longer than the regular Harley-Davidson mirrors, the stock mirrors, they don't really vibrate really all that much. So that's a good thing. You can tell how my mirrors don't really go above my windshield. They're pretty clear, not a whole lot of vibration. I mean, I'm really digging them. Believe me, I deliberated so much on buying a set of mirrors for so long. I mean, yeah, it's taken 4 years to get a set of mirrors. Now, I think these Phantom mirrors from Kuryakyn have been out for a couple of years or a few years, or they've probably been out for the whole 4 years that I've owned this bike. I just couldn't commit, so... but I finally did. You know, I'm going on a pretty rough road, and I don't really see them vibrating or bouncing around a whole lot, man. They're pretty solid, and I can clearly see the road behind me very well. I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything by going to a slightly smaller mirror compared to the Harley-Davidson mirrors, but they're a little bit smaller. So if that's a deal breaker for you, that's probably going to be one of those things you're not going to want to deal with, is getting a mirror that's smaller. In terms of aesthetics, I think they look really nice, man. They fit my style of bike. I think they're a little more modern. There are some models or styles of mirror out there that are old, and they've just been around for, you know, a decade, 2 decades almost, with no update in design. And I can tell you, I'm not a really big fan of the mirrors that Harley-Davidson comes out with. That's just me. That's just my personal preference. So of course I had a myriad of mirrors to choose from over the years, but never have I gone with a Harley-Davidson mirror. Even on my old Road Glide, my 2012 model, I had some Kuryakyn Scythe mirrors. On the Road King, I didn't use anything. I just stuck with the stock mirrors. There was a set that I liked that Harley-Davidson recently came out with. I think they were called Empire mirrors, I think, maybe. And those I liked, but still, for the price difference, I think those are $249, and I got these on Revzilla for $125. Big difference in price. Of course, these won, and honestly, now having them on the bike, I prefer these way better. Finally gave something to my bars up top that I'm really pleased with, so I like them, man. I don't know about you guys, but take a look at them. They're nice and wide, don't stick up so tall. I think I did good. You guys let me know in the comments below what y'all think. You're thinking about getting some mirrors, these will probably be a really nice option for you. Let's get back to the house and let's do a little final assessment, but first let's get some fuel. I think these mirrors are totally worth it. Aesthetically, I like the way they look. The finish on them is nice. It's got that glossy black finish with a little bit of matte finish. Riding, no apparent vibrations. They're nice and wide. They come out a lot further than the stock mirrors. Even though they're slightly smaller or a little less glass, I could still see really well out of them. And because they aren't vibrating despite how much further they do stick out, it's very clear. It's super sharp image, especially when you kind of get up to speed and those real low vibrations disappear. And then I added the saddlebag latches. Those are super nice, real nice glossy black finish. Pretty good solid investment. Time will tell just how long these will last. And the part that I'm mainly concerned with is aesthetically, how long will the finish last in the sun, just stand up to the elements. 2 is the little bolt that's right here on the back side. Will this Harley-Davidson rattle those loose? Again, like I said, time will tell. We're just gonna have to put some miles on it, see how it goes, man. If it lasts a year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever, that is yet to be determined. So far, these Kuryakyn mirrors seem like a good solid buy. They aren't exactly the cheapest mirrors out there, but I tell you what, if Harley-Davidson mirrors aren't cutting it for you and there's just something that you don't like about them, these come in priced equal to some of their mirrors, but actually are less than a lot of their premium mirrors that they have. So I would say put this on the list, man. This might be a set of mirrors that you might be interested in them. I got these on Revzilla for about $125. I think that was a pretty fair deal, and I got free shipping. And the latches I picked up for about $65. I'll drop a link in the description at any rate if that's something that y'all guys want to pick up. But I will say that despite waiting 4 years for these mirrors, it was worth it. Deuces. Cricket? You gotta know what crumpet is before you know what cricket is.